So today I'm talking about chess cheating and how to identify cheaters in chess before you sit down and play a long game with them, which might set you into a potential spiral of losses and frustration. Now, there is cheating in chess, whether or not we want to look at it, and I would say that it is definitely worse in longer time controls like rapid, especially 15-10 rapid. I would stay away from this unless you're very rigorous with these tips that I'm about to give you before starting your game and sitting down for half an hour. Now, we're not quite going Kramnik mode and just accusing every single person that you lose to of cheating. This is more of just like a preventative measure just to make sure that you can at least be fairly confident that the person that you're going to play is not a suspicious account, and that way you can get in the right mindset for just trying to play a good game of chess and not get worried about whether or not your opponent is using external help. Now, my first tip, and by far the most important, is that you should try and check how old your opponent's account is. Now, for example, if I click on this guy, this is a cheater that I played a month or two ago, and this is someone that they actually just played not too long ago, and they also turned out to be cheating, and as you can see, they joined just 23 days ago. Now, that is definitely a red flag, something that you should be looking out for. I would say any account that is like 1 to 3 months old or less is definitely something that you should be a little bit worried about and should definitely highlight a slightly suspicious account. Now, what I would actually recommend doing before you start any of your games is that you can go into this when you're playing someone regularly. You can actually click on their name and you can see when their account was made. Now, if this account is very new, what I would normally do is click on them and I would try and look for some more information, which I'm about to talk about later, to decide whether or not I'm willing to play this person in a game. Now, you might notice that actually I completely crushed this person in this game, and with a 99 accuracy, where you might think that I'm in fact the cheater. Now, the point here is that not every cheater that you play is actually going to play a good game because they might be going out of their way to play on their own. As you can see in this game, they blundered all their pieces and then hung a checkmate. So you won't necessarily get destroyed if you do end up playing a cheater, but oftentimes you'll actually destroy them if they are in fact not cheating against you. So that's another thing to watch out for, where if they have some games where they're playing absolutely brilliantly, and then other games where they're just hanging all their pieces and getting checkmated within the first 11 moves. And now that sort of leads on to the next thing that I would like to say, which is definitely in time control usage, like in this account here, which only plays rapid chess. Now, only playing rapid chess, it does highlight some suspicion to me, because basically everyone that's a fairly good chess player will have at least tried a couple games of Blitz or Bullet, and seeing someone who's 2500 rapid without any blitz or bullet games does definitely invoke a little bit of suspicion, and I would be cautious of playing this person. And also equally, if someone has an extremely high rapid rating like this guy, but then also a very low blitz rating of about 1000, I would be even more concerned about an account like that, because that to me looks like someone who is actually about 1000 blitz and then is just cheating in rapid because they can. Like, you can't get to 2400 rapid and be 1000 blitz. Like, it's just not possible. I don't care how much like better you say you play when you have more time. Is like 3 minutes versus 10 minutes. It's not that much. If you're 2400 rapid, like at least you'd probably be a 2000 blitz. So that is definitely another red flag. And finally, and probably the most important, actually, I would probably think that this account is a pretty good one to demonstrate. Is okay, this kind of meteoric rise as well, if you can look at that rating graph. But mostly, I wanted to just point out this win rate here. Basically, if the win rate is above like 55 to 60% wins, so I'm talking about 70 to 90% win rate, or even sometimes 100% win rate, then that is another concerning thing, because unless you're Hikaru or Magnus or another top grandmaster that's just farming other players where they're much better and they just beat everyone, you're not going to be winning most of your games, because you're going to eventually reach a stage where you're playing people who are as good as you, which means you're winning games and then you're losing games in equal proportion, because you can't just raise your chess rating forever. And because, like, unless you get above 3,000, you're not going to be playing people who are like much lower rated than you all the time and winning. You're going to have a close to even win rate. And of course, this meteoric rise from 200 to 2400 in a matter of, I don't even know, 2 months. 2 months to go from 200 to 2400. This guy should honestly, this might be the world's next chess prodigy here, but unfortunately they were banned. So that pretty much leads off my top 3 tips. Look for a new account. If the account's very new, I'd recommend clicking on their profile just to check what their rating gradient looks like. If it's something crazy like this, that might be a little bit suspicious. Also, if they have very high rapid rating, low blitz rating, or only play rapid, that's a little bit suspicious. And also, if they have a very high win rate and like not many losses, so like 70% plus win rate, that is another red flag. And if your opponent gets lots of these red flags, I would definitely say probably don't sit down and play a game with them unless you want to and you know that they're cheating and you just want to play a game with an engine. So I hope that these tips helped you to potentially avoid some frustrating losses and a little bit of tilt that might set in after losing, which can lead to other losing games. So it's not even just the game in of itself, which you would be losing points for, because chess.com will of course refund you after they get banned, but the subsequent losses that might occur. So if this video did help you, please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye!